Since the beginning of the pandemic, Canada saw a sudden increase of 25% in the average house pricing, and it all started around February 2021. The average price was said to have ascended from $542,000 to around $678,000 in a time period of 1 year. But now, as per the claims made by the Royal Bank of Canada, an opposite scenario is very likely to happen under certain conditions. What we mean by that is that the housing prices could again come crashing down by a massive volume of 30% by the end of next year. But what are the chances of such a scenario happening, and are we really likely to see such drastic changes in Canada's housing market? This question must have been arising on a lot of the real estate market watchers, prospective homebuyers, as well as investors. So let's talk about that. Basically, the fundamentals behind how RBC projects their national house pricing is by looking at certain large-scale or general economic factors such as the level of unemployment in the country, or the overall profitability and economic growth of the country, or the total consumer spending. And for this scenario of market crash to be true, Canada will have to go through the same economic instability as it saw in the beginning of the pandemic, with more and more layoffs, along with sustained recession and plummeting growth. RBC claims that a house in Canada priced at $713,000 in March 2021 would nosedive to around $502,000 by the end of June 2022. Such a drastic drop in the price, especially for current home buyers who somehow managed to pay 5% down, would be feeling the pressure to sell at a loss, seeing a sudden severe drop of 30%. But please be advised that such prophecies made by RBC were supposed to come true starting April 2021, and we are already in June 2021, and we have already started looking at things going normal again, even though at a very slow pace. Majority of Canada's population have already got the first dose of vaccine, and some already looking forward towards the second dose. Along with that, a lot of outdoor businesses have already begun to open up at a full capacity. So it does seem like the RBC analysts have already been bitten on their own predictions. Talking about house market crash, it's not just the RBC that have predicted such unlikely scenario. The calculations and predictions done by analysts at Bank of Montreal also saw real estate pricing to fall down by around 28.7% between March 2021 and December 2022. But let's talk about the reasons why the Canadian housing market will have a very minimal chances of going as per the bankers' predictions. The first is the immigration. With an ever increased target of 1.2 million new immigrants placed by the RCC, around 400,000 new immigrants will be coming over each year to Canada in 2021, 2022, and 2023. This way, as the population goes up, the demand for homes is more likely to go up as well, and the sellers will not have to suffer any shortages of buyers. Even the investors who had to face the hard truth of pandemic and lower down their rental income will once again be able to raise their rents and even out their losses. The second is low mortgage rates. As the things are starting to cool down, more and more lenders are starting to lend out home buyers a variable rate of less than 2%, which works very much enticing for new home buyers to keep coming in. This will ultimately boost the prices for homes from the mortgage point of view, though for quite some time. The third is the ever-increasing number of buyers in the market. Even with the current volatility going on in the market, there are still a large number of buyers than there are properties to sell. And these numbers are bound to increase over time with the influx of new immigrants as well as the prospective home buyers already living in Canada. Each time a house gets sold after receiving 20 different bids from 20 different buyers, the other 19 potential buyers still remain in the market for another home search. Hence, the demand for houses is unlikely to dive down. The fourth one is the painstaking process of getting your application approved. Today, the process of getting a mortgage approved is still the same as it used to be pre-pandemic, if not more rigorous. That is, the bank still follows a strict protocol when it comes to your financial well-being that is related to your income and economic health before it actually entitles you to be a homeowner. Their credit scores are examined in detail and their incomes are carefully verified. Overall, we can say that all the authorized and lawful lenders do not approve mortgages to people who can't afford them. Considering all these factors together, this ultimately leads to less chances of a market crash, and it is very less likely to happen. So all the recent home buyers who think that they might end up losing money if they feel the urge to sell their newly bought homes at a loss, don't worry, it won't happen. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please let me know in the comment section. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button to my channel, Canadian Desi. I post videos every week on different educational topics about Canada. Please give it a subscribe and also hit the bell icon so you never miss out on any of my video. See you next time. Till then, stay safe and have a good one.